Okay, this is an adaptation to the game launcher for special needs people on YouTube, but there wasn't really measurements on how to do anything, so I'm going to walk you through the measurements that it took to build this, specifically with the wheelchair platform on the back. You'll need four 2x4 8-footers, and that'll be enough material to do everything here, and a 2 foot by 4 foot sheet of plywood. I went 3/8. I think 3/4 inch would be better, just based on the flex and how much power there is. So for materials, again, you'll need 4 2x4 8-footers, one sheet of 2 foot by 4 foot plywood. I would go 3/4 inch, recommend 3/4 inch. You'll need 6 of the heavy duty rubber bungee cords, 6, and that gives you enough to either do 27 feet for a regular beanbag for cornhole, or if you're just doing a ball, you can adjust your weight ratio. 6 was good for us. You'll need 5 of these through bolt eye bolts. The size doesn't really matter, but I got the 5/16 ones, but these eye bolts. Okay, so I went 4 feet by 1 foot wide, and then I doubled up the brace, so 4 foot 1 foot wide. This is 20 inches high. I'll just turn it to the side, and then a couple of braces at the front, 1 door hinge, and again we have a through bolt here, a through bolt, one of these eye bolts, so we have 1 here, 1 here, 1 up here, and this is the trigger mechanism. I'll get to that in a second because it took us a minute to figure out. And then just so it guides easily down, I put this piece of plywood here, so the 2x4 can go in there and lock in. But 4 foot by 1 foot, I went 16 on center, and then I doubled up 2x4s in the bottom. See, I put 2 2x4s here, 2 2x4s in the front, because that's where the most momentum is, just to give it a little bit more heft. I went 2 2x4s here, and then I got these Nelson or Simpson brackets. So I went brackets to reinforce here, brackets to reinforce here, because in order to get the arc of the bag, you got to do a hard stop. It's like fly fishing. When you pull back and you stop, it creates that tension. So that's what it took to build this. Again, 20 inches high, 4 feet long, 2 feet wide. I cut out the wheelchair platform so Nolan's wheelchair could stand on it. But we found, like, to move the pin in and out, we just tied it to his chair, and it still moves pretty good. I got a couple of these bricks in here just for weight, so it doesn't slide around as you pull back. These are just regular bricks that you can find. These are fire bricks, but you can get regular bricks or whatever. And if you need more weight, you can put more bricks in here. That's pretty much it. So door hinge, the lever here is 4 feet. I went 4 feet and then plus 6 inches for this. This is just a fry basket. Like, you can get these at the dollar store. Just a plastic basket. I did make a plywood one, but it was too heavy. It did slow down the throw quite a bit. So this plastic one from the dollar store is perfect. And that's pretty much it. So braced it up on in the front here, and then screwed everything together. And then I'm just gonna walk you through what it looks like and talk through it. So again, two pieces of 2x4, one up top. I kind of did just like I locked it in. I cut this trimmer down and ran this one to the top. So this is 20 inches from here to the ground. And then I did a couple of these braces on the side, just 45. And then you can see I doubled up there. I doubled up inside there. The 6 pieces. This is what it looks like in the front. There's the door hinge. I did try a gate hinge, but it didn't hold up. But the door hinge is holding up just fine. We fired about, I don't know, 50 bags through. So this is it. Again, those blocks, those bricks just sit in there. You can put more bricks in here if you want to put another piece of plywood and put more bricks in for heavier weight. But this is kind of what it looks like. The wood from here to here is 4 feet. The lever is actually 4'6", or the swing arm is 4'6", and then that's the fry basket. I just screwed it on there with a couple of washers. The through bolt, this is the actuator, and I'll show you how that works. Give me a second. You push it down, and then the eye bolt is on the inside, and then I have another eye bolt with no threads on it, and I just I slide it in a little hole, and that's it. That's the trigger mechanism. And then you can, when you pull it, it just pulls the pin out, and then it actuates the thing. I'll show you. And that is the newer version, or the updated version of the game launcher. And if you're having issues, or you wanna know more about it, just shoot me a text, an email, message, whatever, and I can help you walk through it. The eye bolts, again, this eye bolt, the trigger mechanism is at the back. This one here, for measurement purpose, all I did was I put these 2 eye bolts in first. These 2 here, I put them in first, and then what I did is I took 36-inch, so again, these are 36-inch, 6 of them, bungee cords. And what I did is I hooked it on, and then I kind of roughly measured where this eye bolt would go, so it's just barely tension. That took me a minute. I did get some 2-foot ones. They were too short, but these 36-inch ones are perfect. So I did sand the 2x4 so it's nice and smooth right here, so you don't get a bunch of wear. But I'm sure the rubber will wear out, and we'll have to get some more. But it's a pretty good mechanism right now. But that's the game launcher.